What would a strike look like? How would it impact people traveling during March break?
I have no idea. I can tell you it's going to impact my membership, going to impact their families, because they ain't going to be at work bringing home money to feed their families and do with whatever. And you know what? At this point, that's where I got to be concerned. I got to be concerned with our membership. Unfortunately, the public is going to be inconvenienced, and I can understand that. But you know what? My membership has suffered for 10 years. Fairness is fairness. If they can afford to give hundreds of millions of dollars to their executives, they can afford to give a fair collective agreement to the people that help them get that hundreds of millions of dollars.
Sure, is that she did it with the flight attendants. She doesn't want to strike because she feels it would be one thing back to the economy.
I'm glad you brought up the pattern, because this is a pattern with Air Canada. Not sitting down and doing what's right to the people that are there. This is their pattern. And I guess their pattern is that, thank God for the government, because they're going to make sure that these employees don't get what they're deserving either. I say shame on both of them if that's the case. Allow collective bargaining to take place and allow our membership to have some dignity and respect on the job. That's all they're asking, for a fair deal, no more. They failed to reach an agreement with the pilots. That's acceptable. They failed to reach an agreement with CUPE. That's acceptable. They have failed to reach an agreement with the CAW. That's acceptable. And the government stepped in on each of those occasions. They have now failed to reach an agreement with us. That's acceptable to our membership, knowing, I think, that the government will step in, as the gentleman just asked. Can I say for sure? No. I am saying, and I am pleading with the minister, let us do our job. Bring Air Canada back to the table and let them think that you are not going to legislate us, that in fact they need to sit there and collectively bargain a decent contract for the IAMA. The main issue is to move forward and not backwards. The main issue is to be recognized of the sacrifices that you made and be compensated for them. You've compensated the executives. Where's the compensation for these folks? So clearing wages is a major issue. A lot of other things that go along. Pension, again, a major issue. You say they've done it. There's a lot of our people that are retaining the old pension. They did that for new hires. We had to give up $350 million worth of goods. So our people that are presently entitled to that plan can continue on that plan. That's a concession. $350 million. Again, keep in mind in CCAA, the one thing that we were able to preserve was the pension. We went back to bargaining. In 2014, we gave them another buy on the pension. And now they want $350 million more. What do you think the average guy out there is saying? When does it stop? And has it stopped? When am I going to be asked over and over and over to pay for the same thing that I've already given you? I want you to remember, this corporation sold $2 billion in assets. This union wrote every single member of the board and said, do the right thing. Pay the deficit of the pension. Not one red dime went to it. They've come back to us. Is that fair? No.
If Ms. Raitt imposes a contract on you which looks inevitable, what will you and your membership do?
Well, we'll respect the law. We have no other choice. Will we like it? The answer is no. Would our members be thinking that the Conservative government is doing what they should be doing? Answer is no. Is that going to be the last that they've heard from us? The answer is no.
What do you mean by that? The last that they've heard it from us?
They're going to be 3 years still in office. We're going to let them know every single day, and let the public know every day, that they do not believe in democracy. Here is a government that has spent millions of dollars of our tax dollars around the world talking about democracy. And they ain't allowed to letting their own citizens get democracy. As we said here, we are prepared to get back to the table at a minute's notice, and we are. Look we don't want to inconvenience anybody. A lot of these people that are going to be traveling are our own families that have made plans to go on the airlines and do with whatever. So, you know what? We're there, but we're not here because we want to be. We're here because Air Canada's put us here. Make no mistake, don't blame this on the employees. They've done their job over and over and over again. Put the blame where it belongs on Air Canada for not coming and doing what was right in the first place, and that's recognizing exactly the worth and the respect of these people. I got to tell you in all honesty when I say this to you, this membership deserves respect, they deserve a fair deal, and they deserve it today.